Today we're trying out a keto pasta recipe that looks very interesting. Sarah and I have made a lot of keto-friendly noodles on our channel. We've used vegetables as noodles. We've tried the prepackaged keto-friendly noodles. We've tried futuristic type of noodles, where you add in all kinds of chemicals and then you pour the liquid into a bowl and it turns into a solid. Sarah and I have been living a ketogenic lifestyle since January of 2019, and we've lost a combined total of 160 pounds. And we do miss noodles from time to time, so when we come across a recipe that looks really interesting, we're excited to try it because we like to call ourselves the Keto Twins Test Kitchen. And that just means that we just love trying recipes for all of you. So if you guys see any recipes that you want us to try, remember to tag us on Instagram at Keto Twins Official, on TikTok at Keto Twins, or you can just comment below. We're gonna be leaving a link to this recipe in the description below. If you click more underneath the video, you'll expand the description and you can find all of the links that have everything to do with us and this recipe. So this recipe has 6 grams of total carbs, 2 net carbs per serving, and has 189 calories per serving of this recipe. And you're gonna be needing eggs, cream cheese, salt, apple cider vinegar, and psyllium husk powder. We're on a mission to use up all these ingredients before they expire. This expiration date is November of 2025.
We have some time.
We have some time. But before we get started making our keto-friendly pasta, I'm going to tell you about my favorite drink of this summer, which is a grapefruit paloma. All you have to do is add some sparkling water, grapefruit salt, lime juice, and that's it. Element is a delicious electrolyte drink mix with everything that you need and nothing that you don't. That means lots of salt and no sugar. Element contains a science-backed electrolyte ratio of 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 200 milligrams of potassium, and 60 milligrams of magnesium. Sarah and I incorporate Element every single day on our ketogenic lifestyle, whether it's just with water or making specialty drinks with it. The reason why we drink Element every day is because we love the way it tastes and it helps us on our ketogenic lifestyle. That's because when you go into ketosis, you shed a lot of water, and inside that water are your electrolytes. This can be feeling tired, nauseous, having muscle cramps, also known as the keto flu. Element replenishes your electrolytes so that you feel better. Sarah and I love all of the flavors of Element, but our favorite all-time flavor is a limited time one, of course, which is grapefruit salt. Grapefruit salt is only available during the summer months. Right now, Element is offering our community a free sample pack. It looks like this so that you can try all the flavors. That's 8 single serving packets free with any order from Element. In order to get this deal, you must go to drinklmnt.com/ketotwins. So there are some specific instructions for this recipe, meaning that your eggs must be room temperature and your cream cheese must be Philadelphia, which is funny because I've never seen that as a requirement for a recipe before. It says that Philadelphia cream cheese has less moisture, so we're just gonna go and follow the instructions with this one. So our first step is going to be to preheat our oven to 150 degrees Celsius, which equals 302 degrees Fahrenheit, which we can't do. So we're going to just do it at 300 degrees. So Sarah and I have already jinxed ourselves by saying that this recipe seems fairly simple, and that usually means it's gonna end up to be a disaster. We're gonna be placing all of our ingredients into a food processor. Simple enough, right? We're gonna be adding eggs, cream cheese, salt, apple cider vinegar, and psyllium husk powder. Behold our Hamilton Beach top of the line food processor that a lot of you guys are impressed by because it comes with a scrapey tool on the top. So here we have our paste. Pasta. It smells like apple cider vinegar. I feel like if you put apple cider vinegar in anything, it's mostly what it smells like. So it does say to let the paste rest for 5 minutes, so that's what we're gonna do. So our paste has been sitting for 5 or 10 minutes, and it's pasty. So we're gonna be spreading this on a piece of parchment paper, and you're gonna spread it kind of around with a spatula, and then you're gonna cover that with another piece of parchment paper, right? A lot of the time as I'm making these recipes and we're testing them, I wonder, how did someone come up with this? Because I would have never thought to do this in my life.
She did say it would be a sticky batter. But maybe don't even try to do it too thin. You could roll it. That's what you're supposed to be doing.
Well, I know, but I want to spread it at least a little bit. Okay. I mean,
okay, so just
looks like a duck.
Quack.
Our oven is preheated to 300 degrees. We're gonna transfer this onto a baking pan and we're gonna cook this for about 8 minutes. It does say to leave the parchment paper on the paste.
All right.
The instructions say to clean up the edges, and we're gonna try to cut these into nice long pasta strands, pasta strips, pieces of pasta.
To cut off the duck's face. Looks like a whole wheat pasta.
So we're gonna try to make them nice and thin. I'm not really good at being even.
That is really thin. It's an angel hair right there. I like the angel hair. I felt you got more bang for your buck.
Yeah, more strands individually. This is where everything is gonna go awry.
Take your time.
So I've cut the pasta and I've trimmed off the scraggly bits on the end. And we are going to put a little bit on a plate just so that we can try the pasta individually. So remember that this pasta is cooked. In order to serve it warm, you're gonna wanna add it to some warm sauce of your choosing. In this case, we're gonna be using some Rayo's keto-friendly pasta sauce. You can use like whatever sauce that you want. You could use an Alfredo if you want, but this is the sauce that we like. So we're just going to be carefully separating the pasta from each other and adding it into our warm sauce. Doesn't smell like anything.
I don't smell it.
We're just gonna try the individual pasta by itself to see if it has any taste or texture that we can discern. Right?
Well, it's important to know what the actual noodle tastes like. So it's very
Wiggly.
worm-like.
I mean, it kind of tastes like cheese.
Yeah, it does. Like a mozzarella cheese.
Well, it is.
cream cheese. Duh. I
Forgot it didn't come out of nowhere.
I forgot
There's
that we
cheese in
added
this.
that.
Kind of looks like beef.
I was about to say that.
Really?
I was going to say roast beef, right? Shredded roast
Yeah,
beef.
it does. It looks like beef. Anyway.
I can't really taste it. I kind of like it.
Mm-hmm. It's soft.
Like a noodle would be.
Yeah.
I'm really liking it.
Mm-hmm.
It has a very neutral flavor with the sauce. It picks up the sauce really well, which, you know, pasta is a vessel for sauce, so that's important. The sauce isn't, like, repelled by the noodle.
I'm wondering if it could be suited for a cold pasta dish better. I do feel like, you know, our sauce is pretty hot when it put it in there.
Mm-hmm.
It seems like the pasta is, like, really soft. I've said that 5 times. I'm just wondering, like, in a cold kind of setting, if you could put it into a mold and make shapes out of it and then serve it in, like, pasta salad or something.
Yeah, but it's still holding up to the sauce.
Right, it
whereas
is.
we have made pasta in the past that had, like, gelatin in it. I believe, like, when we added a really hot element to it, it kind of started turning back into, like, a liquid state. It's still pretty much the same state. It's just warmer. So when I look up a recipe, I like to read the comments just to see what other people are saying about it. A lot of people liked this recipe, and some people were asking, can you use it as, like, lasagna sheets? And I think that would be a really good application to, instead of cutting it into noodles, cut them into giant sheets for layers in your lasagna. There was an edit to include a recipe about lasagna and how she uses it. We'll definitely include that in the description below.
One of the things that we also will note about this recipe is that make sure that your parchment paper is flat and it doesn't have creases in it.
Sorry.
You like it, so you're, yeah. We broke a lot of the pieces because our parchment paper had, like, creases in it, which caused the paste to go over the creases and then had divots in the individual strands all the way running across. So this part right here, this is from where the parchment paper wasn't flattened all the way. Even
Yeah,
this
that
is
one.
another one too. See, even here. Here. So So your parchment paper has to be really flat. I wonder if using a silicone mat would be more effective.
Right.
Especially on the bottom. But overall, I really like this recipe. I think that it could be used in a variety of different dishes. So it's probably really filling too. Like I said, this recipe has 6 grams of total carbs, 2 grams of net carbs per serving, and that's about 170 calories, I believe. We can put that information on the screen right now. I would make it again.
Mm-hmm.
But I really am curious if it would hold up in a cold application, like a cold pasta salad. I love pasta salad.
Mm-hmm.
And don't forget to subscribe, please. We are really trying to hit 250,000 subscribers this year. Subscribing is free. It's just clicking a button, but it really does help support our channel. And while we love trying recipes from all different types of creators on our channel, if you guys want to see one of our personal recipes that we absolutely love, in fact, we've made it almost every day this week for lunch, you can click right here and we will see you over there. Anyway, I'm Emily.
And I'm Sarah.
And we are the Keto Twins signing out.